To start with mutation, that is, what is mutation? It should be it is the very common definition of mutation would be that mutation refers to the change in genetic material and to the process by which the genetic material, the changes occurs actually. So it is a very older term and a terminology, or this topic is also very old because scientists ancient from the older times, or they are generally very much interested in this phenomenon of inheritance or anything, because we know genes are the hereditary unit that by which from generation to generation some characters or some traits generally transmitted from parents to offsprings during the reproduction. So generally nature wants to conserve all the characters or all the fundamental processes, or it generally ensures that the faithful transmission of this type of information from parent generation to the offspring, the generations uh, or the generations after that. Because if that do not occur, it will create a lot of problem. It will create a fundamental problem in maintaining or the survival of that species. So nature always want to safely transmit all the characters that a species would require for their survival or for their life cycle. But sometimes mistakes do happen. And these mistakes or changes are generally termed as mutation. So in a whole, an organism will exhibit a novel phenotype as a result of some presence of mutation. Sometimes a mutation generally occurs in in an organism, and it can be it's a unique one that it can happen abruptly. It can be induced by some factors, but the main important factor is that mutation is heritable. It can be passed on to the next generations. So generally there are different types of mutation on the basis of different categories. Like there are gene mutations, that is the change happens only in gene, or that is called point mutation. That is a gene which represents a particular segment of the DNA with that some characteristic base sequence that changes, and that due to that change, the DNA, we generally know that DNA will be transcribed to RNA, and then RNA will, with that specific or that particular code sequence, it will give rise to proteins with the help of protein synthesis. And these proteins are not only proteins, they are also different type bodybuilding enzymes or other bodybuilding proteins, or any other important cell molecules. Everything is governed by gene. So any change in that structure or that genetic information will result in a change of the cellular metabolites or other enzymes or proteins, etc. So mutation generally involves a change in the base sequence of the DNA, which is then again obviously it will be reflected through the RNA by in the amino acid sequence or amino acid structure of the cell. Uh, this process that is called central dogma, actually, I think the students, you all know that central dogma is the one liner approach, that is a flow of genetic information from DNA through mRNA then to protein, or that is amino acid. So the any change in the upper structure, that is a hierarchical structure, DNA is on the upper tier. So any change in that DNA will result some it's a cascading effect will happen, and from that DNA change will happen to mRNA, and then subsequently it will affect the amino acid production or the changes in any protein molecules. So generally there are different types of mutations are there. Like there are spontaneous mutation that occur abruptly, spontaneously in a many cellular activity can be deferred or affected. That is primarily due to the DNA replication error and repair. There are some induced mutation, as I have already told, that mutation occurs as a result of inducing or for the stimulation or the treatment or with any agent that is called mutagenic agent, or maybe due to some environmental factors. which we all know very much, that is environmental factors like polluting chemicals or radioactive elements, etc., can create a very deleterious effect on our genetic makeup. And these induced mutations, that's why they are categorized into in a broad categorized. They are into two groups, that is ionizing radiation and non-ionizing radiation. So in case of ionizing radiation, we know there are alpha, beta, gamma, or X-rays. Generally, they usually affect the DNA, or they may make some insertions or deletions of the base pairs in the DNA. And there are some non-ionizing radiations also. Among them, UV light is the most important one. So this UV light generally creates a thymine dimer on the DNA strand. That is, they attach two bases, that is thymine. Two thymine dimers are generally bound with each other